Hello everybody, it's Red Panda Gamer here for another exciting episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XII on the PlayStation 2. The game that destroyed the Dreamcast? The system that destroyed the Dreamcast, but I don't think that's actually right. When did the Dreamcast come out and the PS2 come out? Are those even related? I don't know. But welcome back, guys. Today we are headed to the Giza Plains in search of a sunstone. That way we can get the crescent stone to work and we can sneak into the castle to steal things. I'm still a little confused on the goal here. But I need to see right now if we're going to stand much of a chance out here, because I feel like I'm under-leveled and I probably should have different equipment. But we'll probably be fine, right? So let's try to start up a chain here. We'll just attack wolves, and we'll continue to grab this treasure down here. So I'm not a big fan of the Giza Plains. This is actually something I remember relatively well from the game back when I played it originally. This was like the first part of the game that I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to play this because it's kind of annoying, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. I mean, it's not that bad, I don't think. I just remember very specific little details about it, and I'm sure it'll be fine. So one thing you'll notice, like with my method of attacks now, is I will try to, from as far away as possible, to start the attack, and then, you know, walk up to the enemy once the meter is full. And the reason I do this, obviously, is it essentially gives me a free hit. Otherwise, the last thing you want is to be seen before. You know, you want to be attacking at a similar rate, but you almost always want to get the first hit in, because you want as little damage possible to be done to you. There are more enemies than just hyenas and rabbits, but, you know, for the first little area of this, it's not that bad. And the chain carries over too, so just because we entered a new section of the Giza Plains doesn't mean we have to start our chain all over. But this kind of sucks. There's two enemies right here. And yeah, at this point in the game, I mean, you are by yourself. There's really nothing you can do about it, which is unfortunate, because you're gonna end up in a lot of, not close calls, but, you know, you're gonna just kind of be struggling for a while, rather than when you get a little bit further in the game and you might, you know, kind of be on a roll. But that's okay. Wait, oh, I guess the chain doesn't continue. I guess I'm just a crazy person. So he just got 2 hits on me, which really sucks, but that's alright. Oh no, the chain does continue. Okay, good. I believe that a higher chain also results in you doing multiple hits in a row. Because there's not critical hits. Maybe there is. I didn't think there were critical hits. I thought there were just multiple hits. Oh god, those things are the worst. I mean, they're really cool looking. These things that look like AT-STs from Star Wars, but like an organic version of it. But they are pretty high leveled, and unlike the T-Rex in the Ester Sands, they will attack you. Just faster than that thing too. But we want to try to attack just wolves for as long as possible. That way we can kind of keep our chain going. And once again, like they said in the prologue, running away is a totally viable option. Run away. Ooh, okay, no target, so we're good. And I believe that, like, some enemies... 69 gil. Some enemies are much more aggressive than others. Like, I think it takes more for that guy to kind of target you. We are going the wrong way. We need to go to where that X is. Obviously. I wish this map would load just a little bit quicker. Then all of my problems would be solved. But yeah, I mean, we can fight those big 2-legged crocodile-faced things, but we shouldn't. At least not yet, because they're pretty powerful, and, oh, speaking of powerful, these owl things suck. I don't want to deal with it. I think he's just buffing himself. I just don't want to deal with enemies like that because they will kick my ass. I think. Pretty sure. Maybe they won't kick my ass, but I'm pretty sure they will come close to kicking my ass. And I only have 6 potions. I don't want to waste them. So this is a nomad village. I guess I could have tried to fight that owl since there's a save crystal right here. But I'm not going to save because I'm a risk taker. And I believe somebody here will explain to us what the sunstones are about. Have you seen the dark crystals everyone takes well to the heat of the Giza Plains? Ah, so it is a sunstone you seek. You've come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They are quite valuable, though, so we can't go handing them out to just anyone who happens to wander through our camp. You see, we make and sell sunstones to earn the money we need to survive. Still, perhaps we can come to some arrangement. Sure. The making of sunstones is a chore we give to the children of our camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystals to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not yet returned. He left carrying our supplies of shade stones. If you'll find Jin for me and tell him to come back to the camp, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said that they might have seen him to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with him yourself before leaving. Okay. Fucking Jin. He's such a fuck up.
Penelo.
And look who it is.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
Is that right? So then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
So now we have a second party member. Yay! We don't have to struggle as much. But I will go ahead and sell some things and buy some things. So like I said, things like wolf pelts aren't really all that useful. So I will go ahead and sell them. And we'll go ahead and buy some stuff. Can we buy new weapons? Yeah, we can. We also have to unlock them on the job board, so... But yeah, I'll go ahead and get the broadsword. And then we'll get a bangle, so that we can see what level enemies are at. And then with the rest of our money, we'll just buy a potion, I guess. I can only afford one. Well, we have these firestones. We can't make a Flareon, so we might as well get rid of them. Or a Arcanine, and also Ninetales. It has been so long since I've seriously played a Pokemon game, it's hard for me to remember. Oh shit, I think that as we sell resources, we also get the ability to buy new stuff through the bazaar. I think. I don't remember exactly, but that sounds right to me. Alright, so we have our license board, and we need to unlock the license to use... where is it? The broadsword. There it is. So we can go ahead and do that. And then we get those. Okay. So then with Penelo, we need to give her... Oh, shit. That one. And that one. There we go. So yeah, not everybody's job board starts at the same place. These two started in a very similar spot, so it's not that difficult, but it's easy to make a mistake. So that's all I'm going to do for now. We'll go ahead and equip Vaughn. And I also love that there's an optimize button in this game. It's seriously, every game should have an optimize button. It's so good. We can give her the bangle. That way we can see how much HP enemies have and what level they're at. Guess what I saw? I saw Jin off in the south part of the plains, in the Crystal Glade. He was right by a small crystal. I asked if he wanted to come back to camp with me, but he said he still had some work to finish up. The Crystal Glade is to the south of our village. Just head out into the Giza Plain and wind your way south. We take breaks in the glade since monsters seem to stay away from it. I was a little worried because Jin looked like he might have been hurt, but I was afraid to push him too hard to come back. Now I'm wondering if I did the right thing. You didn't do the right thing. It's all your fault. So let's go ahead. Does that update his location on the... I mean, we know we need to go south. Like, whatever. I think that if you talk to enough people, it'll put a spot on your map that shows where he is, but I don't know that for sure. Hey, Vaughn, let me give you one of these before we go. There are sorts of monsters out there. 3 potions and 2 tufts. Phoenix down. So far, you've been traveling by yourself, but now that I'm here, we can travel as a party. You can give commands to your allies in your party, just like you've been doing for yourself up to now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do, too, but you can also give me specific commands, and I'll take care of those first. So, yeah, the way this works is, like, super simple. Oh, one more thing. If you don't want me to fight on my own, you can always turn my gambits off. If my gambits turned off, I won't do anything until you give the word. You should really think about using gambits for yourself, you know. They can make managing a battle a lot easier. So gambits are one of the things I never liked or got into. And I wonder if this is one of the things that people had a problem with in the game. But I managed to get insanely far, you know, in the game the first time I played it without ever really worrying about gambits. And essentially what gambits are, as they explained, is, and we'll probably end up getting a long-winded tutorial explanation of what it is. Vaughn, wasn't Jin supposed to be somewhere to the south of the village? If we work our way around, we should find him. So essentially with gambits, I'm really surprised we're not doing a tutorial, but maybe they're gonna wait. Where do we? Oh, did they not even give me the ability to change gambits? Weird. Or wait, maybe I do it through this? Ah, okay. Well, I don't think we can edit them yet. Anyway, gambits are like default movement, like default things. So like that happen because of certain curriculum or like a specific cause and effect, I guess. So let's say your character gets down to half health. You can have it set to when someone gets down to half health, they automatically heal. Which can be useful when you have 4 party members and a bunch of enemies. So we can see everything about these guys now. We can see their names, which is something I always get a lot of enjoyment out of, their health, their level, and their weakness. So this is a Slavin, or a Slavin, level 4, 280 HP, and they're weak to wind. I'm not going to bother fighting him because I don't need to, but we could definitely take him out if we wanted to. But I like the idea that they put a nice mix of really powerful enemies, weaker enemies, you know, a nice variety. So the way that battling with party members works is it's super simple. All we need to do is just toggle. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Oh, right. We just go to the right or left, and we access their stuff. And I don't think she knows anything other than attacking, so... But the problem that I have with the party member is that they just run after them. Like, they don't wait like I would. Like, you know, I'll sit back here and I'll wait to attack until my attack meter is full. But she will just fucking run for it. Which, you know, whatever. I don't know if there's specifically a way to change that. There might be, but I really don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch my target. One of the downsides of party fighting in this game... Oh, my chain's dead. Oh, wow. Is that when you are both aiming at the same person or targeting the same person, if they attack before you, you don't... Like, the rest of your attack meter doesn't just get... I'm trying to think how to just explain this. The rest of your attack meter doesn't just go towards the next enemy. It just starts over the meter. So it's not like attacks carry on to whoever else is around, which really isn't that big of a deal. It's just worth noting. Oh, but what I was going to say about the fact that she doesn't stand back like I do is this kind of causes her to often, or any party member for that matter, to often be the target, which... The target of the enemy, which means her health will go down much quicker than mine. But in general, that doesn't really matter because if anyone's taking damage, you know, it might as well not be me. Another thing this game does that I really like, I mean, I know I keep just claiming, or a mechanic that I prefer in this game. It's not something I like specifically about this game. I like in any RPG. But I really like the fact that you don't have to, what was I going to say? you don't have to... Oh, when you die. If your main character dies, it's not just game over, which is becoming more and more of a common trend in JRPGs, and I really hate it. You can play as other characters being the leader, which I like. Did we just enter the Ester Sands? I believe we did. Not what I wanted to do. Wait, where in the Ester Sands are we, though? Okay, I'm not going to bother with all this. But yeah, again, that's a great example of how this world is just connected. And I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, the Ester Sands are literally south of this area, so like it's a big giant thing. It's a big giant geography. I'm trying to think. It's a giant landmass that makes sense. Like Dalmasca and Rabanastre and all these areas, like they make sense spatially. That's what I'm trying to say. Where the hell are we going? I guess that way. Okay. And I was considering, like, just now potentially going and just trying to find that I can't even remember what it was called now. The Therathrox? I don't know. The bounty that I had, like the hunt that I could go on, but I'd rather just stick to the mission. Plus, I don't know exactly where that spit me out in the Ester Sands or Easter. No, it's Ester Sands. It's got to be Ester Sands. So is there nowhere else to go over here? No, there is. I just missed this spot. I wish there was a way to make the map bigger, the mini map, because I kind of wish it was. And I believe we're going the right way. I mean, they said south of the village. I mean, we are south of the village. Oh, okay, and there's a crystal here, so we are actually probably right where we need to be. And now I'm feeling paranoid that there's going to be a boss fight that I'm going to get my booty kicked for, but I don't think it'll be an issue. And I will not end the video. Hey, buddy. Yeah, my name's Jin. What's it to ya? Masuya wants me to come back to the village, huh? That could be a problem. Let's see. Maybe my leg's better now. Nope, no good. Still hurts. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I'm never gonna get any sunstones made like this. I just needed to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. Jeez. So you need a sunstone, huh? Well, if Masuya doesn't mind, I'll give you a shadestone, but I'm still not sure I can walk yet. You'll have to turn it into a sunstone, okay? Don't worry, I'll tell you how. You do know that we use dark crystals and shades. Oh my god. So much dialogue. There's a shadestone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. See that one over there? If you take the shade stone I just gave you and bring it near one of those shining dark crystals, it will absorb the energy from it. There are 4 shining crystals in Giza right now. If you have trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from any one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4 though. The gauge will show you how much energy the shade stone's absorbed. When it's full, you'll have yourself a sunstone. Once you made the sunstone, bring it to me. I'll make sure it's up to snuff. I'll go ahead and mark the dark crystals on your map too. Okay. So I guess I understand. Like, it's stuff like this that I'm pretty sure people didn't like about this game, and to be honest, it doesn't really bother me. I think this stuff is fine. But anyway, I'm gonna end the episode for now. I thought I had an idea of discussion of what I wanted to have you say, but I can't remember now. But guys, thanks for watching. I'm Red Panda Gamer. Be sure to like this video, comment down below just any of your thoughts on how you're enjoying the Let's Play so far. And in the next episode, we will go ahead and make the freaking sunstone. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.